Chat, time for crime time, time for crime time, time for crime time. Hey, let's get this video to 50 likes, 1,000 views. Today we about to be looking at mother realizes her son just executed her husband. It's about to get heavy. Let's lock in.
They want you to stay out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anybody else in the house?
No.
Just 1, 2, 3.
This mother just came home to her worst nightmare. Her husband brutally murdered in his own home.
It's okay, honey.
At first, she thought someone had broken in, but she would soon discover that this wasn't a robbery gone wrong. The truth was far more shocking. The killer was none other than one of her own sons.
We'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out.
They can't figure it out. This is top 5 saddest stories, bro. Like, imagine like your son killing, like, you know what I'm saying, like. Ugh, bruh.
Some sick thing in my mind clicked and made me want to kill him.
On the night of November 21st,
Like, how do you even like sleep like knowing like that your kid just killed your wife or your kid just killed your husband or something like that? Like, bro, I would literally like lose my mind if I found out something like that happened like to my wife or like my girlfriend or something, knowing my kid did that.
2023, Theodore Gulia was working at his desk in his home when he was suddenly struck from behind with a baseball bat. A powerful blow to the head sent Theodore to the floor, severely injured and disoriented. As Theodore lay defenseless, the attacker continued to strike him repeatedly in the head. In a final act of brutality, the assailant stabbed Theodore multiple times in the throat, leaving him to succumb to his horrific injuries. The following morning, police received a frantic call from Theodore's wife, who had just discovered her husband's lifeless body. Officers rushed to the scene, unaware of the horror awaiting them.
Come here. Let me see your hands. Come here. What's going on? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Both of you on the ground. On the ground.
I don't have a weapon. I don't have a gun tail in my phone.
Hands behind your back. Keep them there. Don't move them. Hands behind both of you. Hands behind your back.
Got him.
I got him. Keep your hands right there. Don't move them.
All right.
You got him?
Yeah. Got. Come on. Keep your hands up.
What happened?
My mom called me. I'm at work saying my dad is dead. There's nothing on the wall. He fucking gives me this room. I can't even go look.
Okay. I got him secured over here.
Where's he at?
In the home, Theodore lay lifeless in a pool of his own blood, his face and body brutally deformed. Blood splattered in the hallways and floor, painting a scene of unmistakable violence. From the moment they stepped inside, officers knew this was a ruthless homicide.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give my input on this, okay? I kind of feel like a lot of times fathers and sons have like some weird type of relationship sometimes in these videos. Like, it's always like law and crime. There's no other videos but law and crime. Like, every time I see one of these videos, it's always that like the father was always like abusive to the son or something like that. So I'm kind of like feeling like, okay, the dad was literally like abusive, like not only like physically, but like emotionally, like verbally. And I feel like the kid just had built up anger. So one day he just kind of took it out on his pops, and that's what we seeing right now. His father is dead. That's what I'm getting from this. Maybe not. I don't know, but we'll see.
Hey, RJ. Yeah. I'm just gonna advise you of your rights because I still don't know what happened.
Ben didn't do anything, man. Ben didn't do anything. He thinks that I murdered my dad, and he wasn't attacking me. But I did not. I did not murder my dad.
Police have yet to determine if anyone in the family is involved.
Chat,
But
let me know how
RJ
y'all feel, bro. Let me
repeatedly
know how y'all feel.
insists
Sign off in the
he
comments.
didn't kill his father. A denial that, in itself, raises suspicion, and officers immediately picked up on this.
What happened?
Okay, so I heard scuffling in the middle of the night. I usually smoke cigarettes in the garage.
Okay.
Listen to music at a certain volume. Long story short, I found my dad when my mom comes home.
Okay. Who moved the body? Because the body's clearly been moved. Was that you?
I didn't move it. My mom.
Were you?
My mom may have went up there.
Your mom is not moving that body.
I'm saying. Oh, are you saying?
Who called
Who was here last night in the house? Just you and your dad?
Yeah, and I think someone broke in and murdered him.
Something about RJ's story isn't adding up, and officers can feel it. He's not telling the whole truth. His account is riddled with inconsistencies, and his demeanor is far too calm.
Not gonna lie, usually, bro, like, what I learned from, like, watching these type of videos and these reactions, like, it's like, bro, like, the people who have, like, the less emotion usually are the ones that are guilty. You know, the people who have, and that's one thing we got taught, like, when I did security, when I was in training during my security and shit, we was training with, like, police and all that other shit, bro. Bro, one thing we literally I literally took from it is that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally solve anything with someone's emotion. Okay? You can deter anything with how somebody is reacting emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like this situation, like right here, bro. Like, his dad is murdered, right? He just found out his dad got murdered. You know, well, not found out because obviously he did it, right? Not found out because obviously he did it. But like I said before, he just has zero empathy for what's happening, right? Not crying, nothing. So that tells you off the bat that, okay, something's up. Because usually if I found out something like that would happen, or chat, if one of y'all found out something like that would happen to y'all loved ones, what would happen? Y'all would be hysterical. I would be crying, okay? I don't give a fuck how old I am. If I found out somebody I love was murdered like that, and I see, you know what I'm saying? And they, like, especially in my house, I gotta lay there, I gotta sleep there at night. Hell yeah, I would be fucked up about it. So the fact that your own son has no empathy, it just tells you everything, you know? Emotion really solves murders, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I learned from watching this shit, bro.
Especially compared to his brother Ben, who is inconsolable.
So you just coming from work? Okay. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but there's been history.
No, you're fine. I'm standing there and makes sense.
Okay. You want to?
Can I go inside?
Wait, are they
I'm
both
getting
his
cold.
sons, though? YouTube, comment below. I think I missed that part. Are they both the sons? Yes or no?
We'll get there, okay? Just you want to lean against the car? You want to?
No. He called me last night at 12.
Who did?
My dad.
Okay.
And
Did you speak to him?
I couldn't answer it. I was asleep. I just called me this morning.
He's crying,
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like he knows what's going on too.
Talked last time.
I feel like
talked
he
to him,
knows at least
we were
something.
getting ready for Thanksgiving. He was at my house and we we're getting ready for Thanksgiving.
I'm really sorry for your loss, man. You have my condolences.
It's like, I don't want this to be real.
I know. Trust me. I wish it wasn't. Was your mom here last night, or was just him, just him and your dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Nah, bro. Okay. At first, I ain't gonna lie. Like at first, like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to be no asshole, but he just give like serial killer vibes. Like chat, like he give me like murderous vibes. Like he'll do some shit and then just like let a body linger for days and don't say nothing until like somebody find it. He give me that type of vibe. But now that he's crying like this, I kind of feel like maybe okay, he didn't do it, you know. But sometimes you never know. Sometimes when in any situation people be crying like this, sometimes they do be knowing. They literally just be they don't be crying because somebody died. They literally be crying because they know that they did something wrong. So maybe he's crying because he did something wrong. I don't know. But a part of me feel like maybe he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he genuinely is just sad about the situation.
Ben seems to be in shock, yet one thing is very clear. Ben suspects that his own brother is responsible for the cold-blooded murder of their father. It might be easy to miss, but after Ben tells the officer that RJ and Theodore were home alone last night, he quietly mutters under his breath, "That piece of shit."
Take RJ back.
Yeah, he did it.
100%.
Didn't I just tell y'all, bruh? The one who shows the least emotion, right, is guilty of the whole thing, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. That's why I'm glad. I'm glad I was a security officer and I went through that training, because now I know. Now I know. Like, even like watching these videos, like I said before, like you see how the brother uttered under his mouth that piece of shit. Okay, that's telling everything. That maybe they had some type of beef, some type of fight, some type of something going on. The dad and the son, right? And it finally boiled over through that night to when he got murdered. And he knows that his brother and his dad were constantly fighting, or his brother was constantly doing fuck shit, and he finally killed his dad. That's why he uttered under his breath that piece of shit. That's why you can see the emotion with him. He's crying. His brother is not. Okay? He's crying. He's hysterical. His dad is dead. He utters that piece of shit because he knows his brother, who showed no emotion whatsoever when the cops just said, your dad is dead. I'm telling y'all, bro. Hey, I'm really a fucking detective, bro. I'm really a motherfucking detective, shouted, like, for real.
Step a little more.
115.
Stand by a second. Let's see.
Alright, calling the wrong person.
Here's what we got. He's dead. There's going to be no. So the only thing that you guys are going to do is basically confirm it's gunshot wound to the head. Pretty suspicious, pretty shady. What's going on? So we probably only needed the squad. The engine can probably clear, and then. But I'm going to wait for the detectives to go up first, because we can't disturb the crime scene. Well, there's already been disturbed. Someone moved the body.
Is it obvious that he's dead?
Yeah, so 100%. Yeah, he's been sitting there for a while. So
Oh, wait, radio.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay,
Good. He's clearly dead. Body's clearly been moved. Whatever happened in the fucking hallway. Body's in the bedroom. Mom says she found the body. RJ's in custody right there. Son and mom both say RJ was here with him alone. RJ claims, I briefly Mirandized him. I just said what happened. He says there was a scuffle last night. He thinks someone broke in the house and murdered his father. So,
All right.
You can tell the younger brother, I think it's a younger brother. I think the younger brother that was crying, you can tell that he had a great relationship with his dad, and the other one had some type of like conflict type of relationship with the father. Like, you can, but it always happens in the household.
that's where we're at.
As some investigators work to process the scene and gather evidence, other officers continue piecing together a timeline based on each family member's account. And during this process, police would soon discover a critical piece of evidence that would immediately raise serious doubts about one of the sons' versions of events. But before we continue, it's worth noting that tragedies like these could affect any of us. Take Yvette Torres. She was walking home from work in Philadelphia when a truck struck her without warning. Morgan & Morgan fought for her in court and won her nearly. We're about to piece together a timeline for each son, hoping to finally reveal who's telling the truth and who's been lying all along.
Let's lock in, chat. Let's lock in.
Okay.
She went to her daughter Claire's yesterday in the morning. Stayed with her daughter all yesterday. Stayed at her daughter's last night. Came home at 10 o'clock this morning. I said, why'd you come home? Well, RJ called me, said he needed cigarettes.
Yeah.
I said, did he say anything happened? No.
So
I said, okay, so how did you find out when you got here? She's like, well, I first came here, went to my back bedroom, and then I went upstairs, and that's what I found.
Yeah.
I said, okay. And RJ, when you got here, RJ never said anything to you about what happened upstairs.
I briefly talked to RJ. He said somebody broke in the house and murdered my dad. He killed. I don't know where the gun is.
It's upstairs.
I don't think that's it. It might be.
And I guess
I didn't
when
touch it either.
she called this son,
Yeah, I don't think
after she found him.
I don't think he's related.
No, after she found him, that's when she called him, the younger son. As far as my understanding goes, whenever anything happened, it was just RJ and his dad.
Yeah, but well, that's the same thing I've gotten from. Who's it? That's the other brother.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so the same thing is that RJ and his dad were home alone all night.
Based on everything they've gathered, officers decide to take Annie, Ben, and RJ in for questioning. It's clear that RJ is the most suspicious out of the group and, as such, their primary suspect. But in order to fully cover all possible angles, it's crucial to get a formal interview with everyone who could have been involved.
We're gonna take him out of the car. Gonna let go for a second. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. We're going this way. Come on.
Yeah, me too. We all gotta go.
All of us, let's go. You're gonna follow me.
Okay.
Let's go.
We're gonna go to this car right here, okay? What's gonna happen is everyone's gonna go back to the station.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, we're gonna talk to all of you, get statements from everybody.
Have a seat.
Officers don't suspect Annie or Ben have any involvement, but their suspicion of RJ is only growing. In fact, many of them are already familiar with RJ, as this isn't the first time law enforcement has been called to the Gulia residence due to an ongoing dispute between father and son. RJ has a known history of violence, and officers can't shake the feeling that something darker is at play. One officer in particular recalls an unsettling conversation he had with Theodore during a previous visit, one that still sends chills down his spine.
Before, when he saw me, piece of shit, don't like you, loser, all this shit. Now he's like
Completely different person.
right? I just think that means something here.
I was looking at him. He has like 1,000-mile stare right when he was sitting on the ground.
You know, it sucks.
But that guy said,
like literally, I don't even know if I actually said it, but I thought it.
Huh?
I might have said it to his dad, like, he's gonna kill you. Like,
when last time we were here?
yeah, because I talked to him after everyone else left.
Let's do this.
This is
God damn.
And I know we've been here
We were here 2 weeks ago.
for RJ.
Yeah.
He's threatening to stab us, so I was like, yeah, I'm
No.
not running past him.
No way.
Yeah. What do you see with him? I know RJ's going back to booking for sure.
Okay.
Just we're gonna hold him for invest. So we figure out.
Absolutely.
Call it this homicide or side,
Right.
which I would heavily lean towards homicide, but
The way he was 2 weeks ago. Absolutely.
2 weeks earlier, officers had been called to the same house after reports claiming that RJ was acting aggressively and making threats towards his family. This incident further strengthened the officers' suspicion that RJ was the one responsible for Theodore's death. With this in mind, officers arrested RJ on suspicion of murder and brought him into the Solon police station for questioning. Their goal was clear: confront him, push for a confession, and uncover what might have driven him to murder his father. And what RJ would go on to reveal in that interview would become one of the most disturbing things the investigators had ever heard.
Here, Robert. So, just like last time, since the new day, I'm gonna read you your rights again.
Okay, I'm gonna say this before he start yapping about killing his fucking dad, bro. Okay, I feel like, bro, like a lot of times, like when you grow up in like dysfunctional households, I feel like anger plays a major part in like how you grow up and how you deal with things. One is how you respond to authority, right? How you respond to authority is a major key, which is what I feel like is going on in that household when the father was alive. So now we're at this point where, you know what I'm saying, it's just like he has like a, I don't know, I feel like he doesn't know how to take like he doesn't know how to take accountability, and he doesn't know how to, like, you know, deal with authority when he's being told something. Like, he's in the house with his mother, his brother, his mom, you know what I'm saying? He's relatively an older person, right? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, maybe his dad was just being a dad. Y'all know how dads is, bro. Dad was just being a dad. Clean your room, clean yourself up, do this, do that, boom, boom. He don't like that. And I feel like another part is that he's doing drugs. These videos always like fall back on somebody heavily on drugs or doing some stupid shit. So you have that, you know what I'm saying, mixed with doing drugs, mixed with anger issues. It will literally tick you off to do some crazy shit, bruh. And I feel like that's what we about to see right now. Like, I guarantee it, bro. Chat, I guarantee, bro. When he starts talking, he's going to talk about his dad telling him something that he didn't want to do. It's going to be the most stupidest shit, bro. Right? His dad is probably just going to be the authoritative figure, like every dad should be. That's what he's going to say. His story is going to end up to his dad being that type of human, and he just didn't know how to deal with his fucking emotions, so he fucking killed his fucking dad, bro. That's how it be, bro. That's why you got to keep your emotions in check, chat.
I just need a check and a signature there.
Want to come clean, man.
All right. Well,
100% come clean with you. Being the man,
yeah.
I'm not gonna look for any kind of excuse or blame game to put on my dad. This is bad enough.
I get it.
I'm not gonna disgrace him. He's dead. I'm not gonna put him down any more than that.
Okay.
First of all, what I did makes me sick inside. I'll never forget that.
Grown ass man, by the way. Grown ass man, bro. Like, what is you doing living with your parents, anyways? That's okay. Let me backtrack, because that's really none of my fucking business. As a grown man, it's really none of my business. But I just feel like that played a real part of it too. I feel like he feels like he's a grown ass man. So and he's cooped up in that house with his parents and his other brother. So I feel like, of course, they probably was still like the authoritative figures because it's their house. He probably kept getting told what to do, like I said before, and he kept getting ticked off. He felt like he was a grown ass man. He shouldn't be told what to do, but it's not your house. You don't pay no bills. It's your parents' house. Your father run the show. Until you find somewhere else to stay, that's your father. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect your father and everything your father say or do. Like, for instance, bro, when I was growing up, bro, when I was 18, 17, bro, as soon as I got to trade school, I was staying with my father for a little bit, bro. Everything he said was law, okay? When I was younger, we had like a different type of relationship because I was a kid, right? And I was a badass kid, bro. I didn't listen to nobody. I hated authority, so that's why I know how to speak about this type of shit well. I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, authority. You know what I'm saying? When I got older, you know what I'm saying, I went to trade school. I got mentors. I got people who put me like in the right direction, brought respect about speaking to people with manners. Yes, sir. No, sir. Just people was hard on me. I had security instructors that was hard on me because they wanted to see me do good. And now at this point, at 25, I look at them like father figures. When I was 17, I kind of looked at them like father figures, and they kind of like guided me in the right direction. So as soon as I got out of trade school, when I stayed with my dad and my stepmom, it was literally, I knew how to respect, right? I knew how to respect. I knew my place. Even though I was 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? When I turned 18 and I was living with them, it was still anything they said go, because I'm living under their roof. You know, they didn't really care about like when I was 18, they didn't really care like what time I was in the house, because I was an adult at that point. But other things like, hey, clean the dishes, do this, do that. Like, it was a literal like respect thing. Even though I was an adult, it was still, hey, I have to respect them. This is their household. Anything that they say go, I'm going to show them that respect, you know? And little did I know, it was smooth. We never argued. We never nothing like how when we was kids, because I literally learned how to control my anger. I had mentors, you know what I'm saying, who I still talk to this day, who I look at like father figures. And I just became a different person. And I feel like he didn't have that. And like I said before, he was an adult living with his parents, right? He's an adult living with his parents. And from the sounds of it, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, he just kind of got ticked off. You know what I'm saying? Father was the authoritative figure, and he didn't know how to take authority. He didn't know how to take it. Being told what to do, but even though you're a grown ass man, it's not your house. You know? So yeah, let's get back to the video.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. There wasn't much motive other than just being angry. He was sitting down, and I was gonna hit him from behind because I didn't want to go too far. I just wanted to end.
He said he was angry, bro.
And I decided in my mind I was gonna do it. I hit him a couple times in the arm, and it broke his arm. It hurt his arm. I didn't want him to just stagger off and call the police, and it was more of the same. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do this.
It's crazy because, like, bro, like, chat, like, fam, like, bro, I've been mad before, like, at my dad or, like, my family, but I've never, like, wanted to, like, kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's type crazy, bro. That shit is fucking crazy. Like, bro, these videos that we react to, bro, is really, like, top 10, like, craziest shit, bro. Like, I be seeing, bro. Like, cause I've never, like, I've got angry where I wanted to fight somebody, right? I got angry in school where I blacked out and wanted to fight somebody. But I never like you'll never think that you'll like kill somebody, especially like your dad. Like, and I don't know. It's just it's really unfortunate, bro. This shit really unfortunate.
And I started swinging the bat, and I knocked him to the ground. And right there where all his blood was, I hit him and knocked him cold. And I just tried to kill him from that point. He was struggling. I took a knife and just tried to destroy because I didn't want him to feel any more pain. And I had gone too far. And I don't know how I didn't take my life seeing my dad like that for no freaking reason, man. I didn't have much motive or plan, and I wasn't even that angry. It's just, I don't know, like I was possessed. He was literally sitting down and I started to strike him.
Sitting down where, though?
At his desk. He sat there a lot of the time. And I went up to him behind and I started hitting him. And he said, "I love you, man." And it was his arm was all smashed up. It was too much. So I said, you know what, I'll just finish it, get it over with. I'm not gonna let him suffer like that and call the police. And
the strikes continue, that it ends here.
They should stop.
Correct?
Now you finna get in jail for life. When he had that feeling that okay, he going too far, that's when he should have stopped. Because maybe then like somebody could have saved his life at that point. Because now it's like okay, like you about to be in jail forever. Like it's not no making bond. It's not no sad story you can tell the judge. It's like you done for at this point. Like you should have just stopped when you felt like okay, you know what I'm saying, you had the chance to stop when Pops was like, you don't have to do this, I love you. Like, bro, his pop said, you don't have to do this, I love you, man. Kept hitting his father. Kept beating his father with the bat. Bruh. It's like this, bruh. Bruh.
I knocked
it's
him
like
out
this
cold,
and I need the death penalty, bruh.
Never killed anybody in my life. So I had no idea how hard it was to actually kill him.
Okay.
And like I said, I grabbed a knife from his desk, stabbed him in the throat.
Oh my God, bro. Ted! Oh. Bro. So it's 2 murder weapons at this point. Okay, a bat and a knife. Beat your daddy up with the bat. Multiple head shots. Multiple body shots. Boom. You get the knife. You put him out of his misery. You slash him in the throat multiple times. Bro, they need the death penalty. They need to bring the death penalty back in situations like this, bro. He shouldn't be living, bro. You don't get to do that to somebody, bro. Like that's not even top 10, bro. That's number 1 crazy shit I ever heard in my fucking life, bro. This is probably the craziest video we've reacted to so far on this channel, bro.
Okay. And okay, and that was done out here. Let's see.
I don't think you know how much this
like
feels
deer,
like the right thing to do. Man.
It is the right thing to do.
I love my dad the most. I tried the hardest to get along with him. He's a hard guy to get along with. I cared about him the most out of everybody. I just want you to know that.
I believe that.
Guitar. He loved playing guitar.
I believe that.
Can't play guitar no more.
That one bit.
That's what happened. I didn't do anything weird. I didn't take it too far. I just wanted it to end.
You know, we can't go back in time. The best we can do
is didn't take it too far.
And make the best out of from there on what you can control. You can't control what has been done. It's done. Let's move past it. Let's make better choices.
That's what I'm
let's
saying. Like,
do the right thing from here moving forward, and that speaks to you and it speaks to your character, and I appreciate that.
Just want to shake your hand and say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come clean. I know it's your Thanksgiving and everything, and this means a lot to me that you did that, because what you said is 100% true.
Bro, sob stories don't work, bro. Judge about to hit you with the max. Judge about to hit him off with the max, bro. But hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel about this shit, bro.
There's no.
Let me know how y'all feel about this.
So the truth comes out.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It is deeply disturbing how a son who claimed to love his father the most ultimately became his killer. But at the very least, RJ chose to come clean, confessing his actions and showing remorse for what he had done. RJ later pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and offenses against a human corpse. He was sentenced to a maximum of 25.5 years at the Lorraine Correctional Institute, where he currently resides.
Why do they do this, bruh? Why do they do this? I'm gonna be real with you, bruh. Every state in the United, I feel like as the United States as a whole, like I know, like different judges go by different rules and different I feel like everybody should have like one like code of ethic when it comes to like just like murders and all that different type of shit. I feel like everybody should go by the same law. Like if you murder someone with intent, right? That should be like automatic life or death depending on what you've done. He's about to serve a 25-year sentence and he's about to be out. Right? 25 years is a long time, but once you think about it, he'll still like he'll still be relatively, you know what I'm saying, young, right? I think he doesn't look more than like 21 maybe, right? He'll be out by the time he's 40 something, bro. Right? He'll be out 40, 50 around that motherfucking age range, bro. He'll still get to enjoy his life. I just feel like shit like this is so stupid. Like, he beat his father with a metal bat, okay? He beat his father with a metal baseball bat in the head, okay? Then pulled out a knife after the bat, start slicing him in his throat to make sure that he's dead. And you telling me he got 25 years. Involuntary manslaughter. Right? Offenses against human corpse. And assault. And you get 25.5 years. This shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy, bro. Niggas is in jail for longer, for less, for doing less. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feel about this chat. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this video to 50 likes, 1,000 views. Tonight I will be streaming, so you know what I'm saying, around 8-9 p.m. I will start up stream, so be there, pull up, you know what I'm saying. We gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying. Might start up Discord, might have my dog J Martez pull up, you know what I'm saying. Reacting, Twitter.com, we will be on Twitter.com, see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Might do a little rating, you know what I'm saying? Might do a little rating. If y'all would literally just come listen to what I'm saying and just go to my Discord and send y'all fits, you know what I'm saying? Then we can do like the ratings. But I need y'all, like I said before, go to my Discord, join my Discord, become a camp member, send y'all fits in, then we can do the ratings. But we might do the ratings, it depends on how many people that's in my Discord. And yeah, but I love y'all so much. Tune in stream tonight. Griffpierrehk gang. We out this motherfucker.